Welcome to the channel. From the previous video, many players found the parry guides helpful and asked for a continuation. So today I want to help further by answering common questions about parry timing and delay. Also, I'll show you one combo from the boss that most players think is impossible to parry, but it actually has a very clear rhythm. And then we'll walk through an interesting boss so you can practice and learn the pattern in your own way. In Where Winds Meet, there are two things to consider: parry timing and parry delay. 1. Parry timing. Let's look closely at the parry animation. When you press parry, your character takes about 1 second to perform the guard motion and another 1 second to recover. So roughly speaking, each parry cycle takes about 2 seconds. This means you cannot spam parry and expect success. There is always a gap between inputs. For example, with Earth Fiend's fast attack rolling combo, if you miss parry the first attack, you get stunned and affect your ability to perform the following parry. Similarly but contrastingly, how slower bosses like Wanshin or Puppet sometimes allow recovery between hits. However, if you panic and press parry too early before the attack, you'll still get punished. 2. Parry delay. With that being explained, there is no instant parry for this game. Even if you see an attack coming right before impact, like a millisecond, you still must raise your guard slightly before the hit arrives. That's why parry can feel delayed and cause confusion when you first play the game. But it's actually working as designed. So to summarize, if your parry feels late or delayed in PvE, nothing is wrong. It's simply the game's timing window that you need to adapt to. Quick update. I'm not sure if this is going to be a permanent series yet because it depends on how this video performs and how much you guys actually get out of it. So if this guide helped you out, let me know with a like or a comment. It really helps to see if there's still a community for these guides, and it helps me decide what to build next. Today's practice boss is Coffin Master. He is new and his combos are challenging, but very readable. So he is perfect for learning parry rhythm and delayed timing. And later in Phase 2, he has an 8-hit chain combo that becomes extremely satisfying once you understand the tempo and successfully parry them. We will follow the same structure from the previous video: red and yellow attacks, normal attacks, and weapon direction. Phase 1. Red attack. For his red attack, you will see him prepare the strike. What you are waiting for is the second red flash, low on his left side near the water. So keep your eyes in this area. The moment you see that second flash, press parry immediately. This boss only has this one red attack in Phase 1, so you do not need to worry about variations yet. Normal attacks. Now let's break down his normal attacks one by one. First, the stomp and overhead jump. When you see his foot lifting, press parry at that animation peak. Same for the overhead jump, you will want to parry at this moment. Secondly, the 2-tempo attack. You want to watch the hand inside the coffin. When the hand begins to animate, press the first parry. Then, there is about a 1-second delay while the blade spins. After that delay, press the second parry. So the rhythm is 1, delay, 2. You don't want to panic press here and trust the delay. And this is exactly why many players fail the Coffin Master Phase 2 combo, even when their timing feels correct. Next, the 3-tempo attack. He will slaps first with his hand, and then follows with the coffin hand strike and backward. So the rhythm becomes 1, 2, delay, 3. Once you feel this rhythm, this combo becomes very stable to parry. And just that, you have learned all the combo from this phase. Do not let his death trick you because Phase 2 will begin shortly. Now, this is where most players lose the rhythm, because his timing changes. It becomes faster and more deceptive. So let's break down the new patterns. In Phase 2, he gains a new red attack combined with a coffin slam sequence. You will see 2 heavy motions and then a very fast red strike immediately after. What you are waiting for is the second red flash behind his back on the 3rd hit. This red attack is quite faster than Phase 1, so it takes practice to recognize. Weapon direction. As you notice, other bosses usually have weapon directions from both sides. However, Coffin Master mostly swings from the left side only, so direction does not help you predict chains as easily. Because of this, you should always be ready and expected to parry at least 3 hits whenever he begins a swing sequence. However, there is one important tell. When he holds the coffin and pauses, his delayed attack becomes unusually long and tempting you to press the parry button. If you press too soon, you will be slammed. So here, patience is critical. Next, let's dive in. Normal attacks. Phase 2 has several 3-tempo attacks that are very hard to distinguish, but we can always focus on the rhythm. There is also important chain attack that you want to familiar with. When he holds the coffin and delays, this might signals a large chain attacks from him. Let's watch it and break down the rhythm. So the full rhythm is going to be 1, 2, 3, delay, 1, 2. And then 1, 2, delay, 3. So in total, there are 8 hits. This is one of the hardest patterns in the fight, but once you understand the rhythm blocks, it becomes manageable. Let's watch it in a normal speed with full parry animation. Now for yellow attack. His yellow attack is very fast and you want to dash away instantly. So you want to wait at this peak animation and dash right away. Next, the special charged attack. This charge sequence looks intimidating, so you can dash in defense from this attacks. But what if you can completely parry all of this attacks, which is very satisfying? So let's break it down. First, you want to dash and create a small distance and let him finish his charge animation. The tempo attacks will be 1, 2, delay, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Delay, 1. Basically, when he jumps towards you, start the first parry pair. Then wait for the overhead delay, and you parry the 4-hit chain immediately. Then pause for the final delayed strike. That is the full sequence with total 7-hit combo. Let's watch it in a normal speed with full parry animation. Also, if you stand too far away in Phase 1, he may also use this charge pattern early. So always be ready. And that's the Coffin Master breakdown for Chapter 2. I hope this study helps you understand parry timing and delayed rhythm a bit more clearly, and gives you confidence when facing boss with different combos. Thank you again for the support on the previous video and for learning together, and bye everyone!